I hope she's done at the end of this season. I can't believe, I don't care if Dejanay Carrington played for you in the past. Sophie Cunningham, Caitlin Clark, they are in your locker room right now, and you are defending Dejanay Carrington. We're going to compare what you had to say, Stephanie White, to the fans, what they had to say about Dejanay Carrington calling this white privilege. Nasty work, man. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit the bell notification, like the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. We got to get into it, man. Stephanie Dingbat White, bonehead. The lady has no idea what she's doing. She's in over her head. She's way over her head when it comes to this job. She needs to go back to being head coaches of teams that nobody really gives a damn about. And it's that simple. Take a listen to Stephanie White defending Dejanay Carrington. This is disgusting. If I'm Sophie Cunningham, I'm pissed. My mouth was bleeding. She tried to take my head off. And you at the podium talking about, oh, you don't think it was on purpose. What?
And also there was, for Steph, there was Sophie's flagrant foul from Dejanay. Just what was your reaction to that? Just your thoughts on what happened.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was a hard foul. I don't think that Dejanay intentionally came out to get her across the neck.
What are you talking about? What are you just have your team's back, bruh? When do you have your team's back, Stephanie?
The Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky Clash quickly became one of the WNBA's biggest controversies, with a physical confrontation, heated online reactions, coaching drama, and officiating concerns leaving fans and commentators stunned. As tensions continued to rise, the rivalry reached a breaking point and put the league under intense scrutiny.
Dejanay Carrington went to the locker room and tweeted
that he upgraded, I think, to a flagrant.
White privileged. How in the hell is this white privilege when you assaulted a player? Sophie didn't touch you. How is this a race issue? Make it make sense. Because I am definitely confused here, guys. I mean, I am hella confused. How is this a race issue, bro? And then not only that, Sophie Cunningham speaks on the matter. So immediately after the game, y'all know the reporters wasted no time catching up with the sophster. And a lot of stuff did happen, and I did forget about the
Indiana Fever came out looking to set a physical tone early in the first quarter. 3:23 during a fast break, Sophie Cunningham pushed the ball down the court after gaining possession, continuing her role as one of the Fever's toughest and most physical defenders. 3:39, Chicago Sky guard Dejanay Carrington quickly chased her down, closing the gap with impressive speed as the play developed.
They gave us the same explanation. And when you mix that in with what the referee said even transpired in the first place, once again.
Yeah, she intentionally seeked out the official.
She intentionally, Caitlin Clark intentionally seeked out an official and used
you were backwards to them. Did you even know they were there in that moment?
And through the forearm.
And through a forearm. So Caitlin intentionally, that's a wild accusation, by the way, not accidentally, intentionally ran in and seeked out an official and threw a forearm when you can clearly see in real time that Caitlin Clark was literally hip bumped by Natasha Howard while she was mobile. You guys know when you're running, you are in a vulnerable position. Any slight push or anything can really exaggerate your trajectory and where you're headed.
So clearly was a foul. It was not called.
How is that a forearm extension? Can somebody please let me know? How is this a forearm extension?
So clearly was
How is this a forearm extension? Is this a forearm extension to you guys? If anything, that's a backhand extension. But this referee wouldn't know that. I'm telling you, man, this target on CeCe's back is clear as day. But anyways, Caitlin Clark already knew what was going on. As I said, she was a little too confident right here. President Clark, somebody must have told her something. This was my reaction to it. I'm on the bottom right if you can't tell.
Another technical foul. Yeah. I know that can lead to another suspension.
Of course, Kelsey
what are your
laughing.
thoughts on what happened?
She said I ran into her. I've already watched it on the tape, so we'll let the league decide. But it wasn't intentional or anything, so I'm hoping it's getting rescinded, Holly. I'll see.
And
you
nothing
in the
was
New York
said.
game.
Nothing was said.
I'll see.
She said it wasn't.
Carrington made heavy contact with Cunningham around the head and neck as she went up for the layup. 5:35. Even though Cunningham finished the shot, the force of the collision sent her crashing hard onto the court. 5:42. The play instantly turned from normal competition into a serious and chaotic moment, leaving players, officials, and fans stunned by what they had just witnessed. 5:50.
Upgraded to a flagrant 2.
The defensive foul on Dejanay Carrington has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 2. Since there's wind-up, impact, and follow-through, high potential for injury, players in a vulnerable position. Since the basket was successful, Sophie Cunningham will receive 2 free throws to make 1.
There's wind-up, there's follow-through, there's potential for injury, the player's in a vulnerable position. And so Dejanay Carrington, who had been off to an incredible start, is now...
Cunningham quickly got back up, clearly angry, and refused to back down as players and officials rushed in. 6:33. She moved toward Carrington and gave her a strong shove, forcing teammates and officials to step in before the confrontation could turn into a larger fight. 6:46. Both sides were separated as referees worked to regain control, but the tension inside the arena remained extremely high. 6:54.
Oh. At all. She was ejected from the game. It was a flagrant 2. The refs got it right. Don't worry. They'd fuck that up later. I mean, I can't give them credit. How about this, folks? This is me, yours truly. Follow me on the Twitter, @Rhodes How about this, folks? Quote, white privilege with your blonde hair. Yeah. Culturally appropriating Sophie Cunningham's hair? Oh, that's a bad look. I'm just pointing that out. Now, I tagged the WNBA in this. @WNBA. This feels like a threat against the Indiana Fever. Dejanay tweets out 8:23 with a smile. Now, again, that's the next time they play, folks. What you gonna do on 8:23? What's going down 8:23 at Kathy Engelbert? @W. You got your ears on? That sounds a whole lot like its own site. Its own site. Clay Travis, blatant racism on the foul in the tweet. She should be thrown out of the league for the rest of the year. But it's the WNBA, so she would probably get a 5-year contract extension. Yeah. The league just tweeted out.
5. Officials went to the replay monitor to review the incident from multiple angles, and the slow motion footage showed clear force and high contact around the neck area. 9 through. The referees upgraded the call to a flagrant foul and ejected Carrington, who was escorted to the locker room as the arena remained tense. 9:15, but the controversy quickly moved online when Carrington posted on social media and tagged the Indiana Fever, accusing the situation of involving white privilege. 9:23, her post turned an on-court incident into a much larger public debate. 9:32. Meanwhile, Cunningham spoke to the media after the game and strongly rejected the idea that the contact was simply a normal basketball play, keeping the controversy at the center of attention. 9:49, Cunningham made it clear that she believed Carrington's foul was completely unnecessary and possibly intentional. 9:57, although the two players did not have a personal relationship, Cunningham suggested that Carrington may have been holding a grudge and firmly stated that she would never back down when challenged physically on the court. 10:13, however, the biggest surprise came after the game when Fever head coach Stephanie White addressed the media. Instead of strongly defending Cunningham, White appeared to support Carrington's explanation and downplayed the seriousness of the incident. 10:29, White acknowledged that it was a hard foul, but she said she did not believe Carrington intentionally targeted Cunningham's neck. 10:36, even though White agreed with the official's decision to issue a flagrant ejection, she continued to describe the contact as unintentional. 10:45, her unexpected comments immediately created frustration among Fever players and supporters, who felt the coach should have shown stronger support for her own player after such a dangerous collision. 10:53, many fans were shocked by White's position and questioned why she seemed more willing to defend the opposing player than stand firmly behind Cunningham. 11:01, the disagreement within the team quickly became another major part of the controversy, adding even more tension to an already heated situation. Analysts questioned how Coach White could watch her own player take such a dangerous hit during a fast break without strongly criticizing the opponent's actions. 11:09, fans who expected complete support for Cunningham became increasingly frustrated by what they saw as a lack of backing from the Fever's leadership. 11:17, White's comments only added to the growing tension surrounding the team. 11:28, meanwhile, Chicago Sky head coach Tyler Marsh tried to stay away from the controversy during his post-game media session. He said Carrington was simply making a play for the ball and admitted that he had not watched the replay. 11:37, when asked about Carrington's heated social media post, Marsh said he had only just learned about it and would handle the matter privately within the team. 11:45, his cautious answers left several major questions unanswered as public criticism continued to build. 11:53, the situation became even more chaotic in the third quarter when Caitlin Clark was pulled into another controversial moment while the Fever were trying to protect a narrow lead. 12:01, officials hit Clark with a technical foul that many viewers and teammates considered questionable, adding to concerns about the officiating under pressure. 12:17, the controversy grew after Natasha Howard made forceful hip-to-hip contact with Clark and sent her toward the sideline while she was moving quickly. 12:24, Clark was knocked off balance by the contact and ended up near the sideline, with the replay appearing to show that the collision was caused by the momentum of the defensive contact rather than anything intentional. 12:33, despite the footage, the referee ruled that Clark had deliberately made contact with an official. 12:39, the controversial decision resulted in Clark receiving her 8th technical foul of the regular season. 12:48, under league rules, reaching 8 technical fouls can lead to a 1-game suspension, putting the Fever's biggest star at risk of missing the team's next matchup. 12:57, the decision immediately created another major controversy, with fans questioning the officiating and demanding that league officials review the play. 13:05, many supporters feared that a questionable call could overshadow Indiana's hard-fought victory and further damage confidence in the league's officiating. 13:13, during her post-game television interview, Clark remained calm and handled the situation professionally. 13:30, she explained that the official appeared to have misunderstood what happened near the sideline and believed she had intentionally made contact. 13:37, Clark said she had already reviewed the footage and trusted the league office to examine the play carefully and make the correct decision. 13:46, Clark made it clear that no words were exchanged during the play and that the contact with the official was completely accidental. 13:53 after reviewing the available broadcast footage. The league office quickly stepped in and determined that Clark had been pushed into the referee by momentum rather than making intentional contact. 14:01. Within hours, the league officially removed her 8th technical foul, preventing her from receiving the automatic 1-game suspension. 14:18. While the quick correction saved Clark from an unfair ban, the incident raised serious questions about the reliability of the officiating. 14:26. Fans and media criticized the officials for inconsistent calls, allowing physical play to get out of control while also penalizing accidental contact. 14:34. The situation became another example of the growing concerns surrounding league officiating during an already intense season. 14:50. Meanwhile, the heated game exposed deeper tension between the Fever and Sky, with Carrington's controversial foul and the social media fallout adding even more fuel to the rivalry. 14:59. Cunningham's refusal to back down and Clark's calm response under pressure became major talking points, while coaching decisions and officiating mistakes only made the situation worse. 15:15. The game revealed hidden rivalries, online battles, and organizational problems that could continue affecting future meetings between these teams. 15:23. Despite the controversy, Clark remained composed and helped her team secure the victory, while Cunningham stood her ground after taking a serious hit. 15:32. In the end, the game showed how quickly a single foul, social media post, or referee decision can create major consequences in modern basketball. 15:39. As the season continues, the intense rivalry and questions surrounding officiating are likely to keep everyone watching closely. 15:48.